All right, joining me now, presidential candidate Ben Gleib. How you doing, Ben?
Good to see you, Cenk.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So Ben, you're a comedian,
yes,
so that's a fact. And in fact, TBS has called you one of the funniest comedians working today. And you've won like 1,000 awards. I'm not and participated in a million things. I'm not going to get into it, okay? But you've been all over television.
There wouldn't be time.
Yes, totally agreed. So obviously, the first question you're going to get when you're running for president is, "Are you serious?"
I'm 100% serious. It's a fair question, obviously, because my life has been about making people laugh. But when our president became the biggest joke in the country, I realized that we all have to step up and do our part. And I had to shift even my comedy to the much more serious, higher purpose of comedy is holding truth to power and making sure that we stand up for what America is. And so I'd been doing that already. And when I got a death threat at a show in Illinois from a Trump supporter, instead of cowering down, it's what made me start thinking that I need to run the response to that video and to what I said about it online. And people saying, "Thank you for standing up for our democracy," just started making me think that we need to make sure we beat Trump as our highest priority. And I'm not at all confident that any of the candidates in the race now can do that. I don't know that they have the skills to take on the biggest trash talker in political history, and I can. I've been dealing with jerk hecklers for 19 years, and I wanted to put my career aside for a minute and see what I could do to help our democracy.
So sometimes people call him King Troll, but he's also in a sense King Heckler. I mean, that's basically what he's been doing for the entire time that he's been famous. Heckling Rosie O'Donnell and picking all these weird fights with celebrities just to get attention. And then he did it on the political level, and next thing you know, he's president. So Buttigieg was on Fox News the other day, and he did a town hall. And when they asked him about the tweets, he said, "No, I'm not going to respond to those. You have to be above the fray." Being above the fray didn't really seem to work for the Republicans running against him or the Democrat running against him. So, how would you counterattack?
So I completely disagree with what Mayor Pete said, and he's a really nice young kid. But somehow I'm not the youngest in this race either, which makes me feel very validated. I love Michelle Obama. I disagree with when they go low, we go high. I say when they go low, it's a great chance to step on them and make sure
there you go. That's my kind of guy.
Yeah, we must not be. We don't have time for politeness right now. Our values are being eroded. Truth is leaving the world as a concept, and chaos comes from that, and authoritarianism comes from that. And so I would counter it by using his own tactics, but much harder. He's the heckler, I'm the comedian. Comedians always win. I've never been defeated by hecklers, so I would call him nicknames. He's Crybaby Donnie, he's Traitorous Trump. He is a man that is all about his ego, so you need to hit his ego and you need to make sure that he feels small and is done as publicly as possible. And I assure you, if we ended up in a debate one-on-one, he would look very stupid.
Well, first of all, I've never believed a candidate more than I believe you on that statement.
Thank you very much.
And secondly, it is quite amazing that no Democrat has embarrassed him yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy waiting to be embarrassed. His whole existence is embarrassing.
And they validate his existence by not calling him out for the complete joke and clown and horrible poison that he is. They validate him, and that becomes the new normal. And that's also why I'm running, because no candidate is making clear the urgency. They're running like a traditional campaign. They're running like it's any election, and it is not. We're facing the rise of an authoritarian dictator in our midst who also is more nefarious because he does it in these like funny, trolly Twitter ways. It has to be stopped and taken so seriously. So it's great if we can debate all the traditional progressive ideas, and we will, and I do as well. But if we end up losing again, what's the point of it?
On the go? Don't worry, we got you covered. You can still listen to TYT at our new podcast network. Find us on Apple Podcasts, the Google Play Store, or at tyt.com/podcast.